Welcome to the Secure Network Analytics version 7.4.1 demo series. Today we're going to take a look at the Converged Analytics engine. This demo is provided by the Secure Network Analytics Technical Marketing Engineering team, and my name is Robert Harris. With Converged Analytics, what we've basically done here is taken the detections engine from Secure Cloud Analytics and we've ported it over to Secure Network Analytics to allow you to run it on top of your data store on-prem inside of Secure Network Analytics. And with that new engine, we're basically going through and giving you the ability to run these analytics without having to do any tuning on the alerts. We provide you mappings to the MITRE ATT&CK framework. We do our own baselining and graduated alerting, and we also give you settings to be able to go through and turn off particular alerts so that everything you're getting is more relevant to you. Version 7.4.1 brings in 41 new alerts from Secure Cloud Analytics. We're going to be adding to this over time and adding more and more detections to provide you with even greater capabilities to Converged Analytics. You can see here we've got a screenshot. I'm going to show you this in our demo here in a second, but here's just a handful of these new alerts that are being brought on, and you can see the MITRE ATT&CK framework mapping to the different tactic categories and then the specific techniques. Here we've got a sample alert that has fired inside of Converged Analytics. I'm going to show you this in the demo here in a second, and we're going to go through and break down everything that we see here, including pivoting over into a device report to give you more context on what we're actually detecting here. So here we are in a demo system. I want to show you first how easy it is to turn on Converged Analytics. Before we do that, one thing I do want to point out, you can see that we are operating under a data store here. In order to run Converged Analytics, you do have to have a data store up and running. But if we come up to the top menu and select Configure, and then go down to Analytics, this is where we turn on Analytics. And it's literally as simple as flipping a toggle switch up here in the top right-hand corner. Now here you can see I already have this analytics engine turned on here, but for you, if this is your first time, you would come in here and toggle this just to turn it on. Let's take a look at the actual alerts that are in here. We're going to go back up to the Configure menu and then come down here and select Alerts. Now this is going to look just like I showed you on the slide a moment ago, where we're going to have all the names of the alerts in here. We also tell you how long of a history we need, basically a baseline for that particular alert to ever fire. We can set the priority. We can turn the alert on and off. But over here on the far right is where we give you the MITRE ATT&CK framework mappings here. First, we're going to give you the specific tactic category. So this moves along the kill chain here. And then we're going to give you the specific technique. If you hover over each of these, we're going to give you a box here that's going to go through and describe that particular tactic category, or over here in the technique column, we're going to go through and show you the same thing for the description for the individual technique. Next, let's take a look at some actual alerts that have fired. The way we're going to do that is if we come up to the top menu and we go to Monitor, and then come down and select Alerts. This is going to show us all of the alerts that are active in our system. Let's drill down into one of the actual alerts here. I'm going to go into the second alert on the list here, Geographically Unusual Remote Access. You can see if I hover over it, it's going to give you a description of it, but if I click into it, we're going to open the alert. The top pane up here, the alert type details, we're going to give you a description of the alert, some remediation advice for the next steps. We're going to give you the MITRE ATT&CK framework mapping here to the individual tactic and technique, and you can hover over these for the descriptions. We're going to give you the alert priority here. So this was in the alerts page under Configure, where we saw all the alerts listed. This is going to match that. Under the next pane for the alert rule details, we're going to give you the status. In this case, this one's still open. The unique ID, we're going to tell you when the alert was created and last updated. You can add an assignee in here. You can also add tags. And if you're through with your investigation, you can close the alert. Coming down here, we see our supporting observations. In this case, This particular alert relies off of the remote access observations. So these are notable facts about conversations that took place on the network. Here you can see in this particular case, here we have our host here is being accessed over SSH by all these hosts in these kind of unusual countries here for us. So these are the artifacts that support the alert. And if we scroll back up to the top here, we've got our device outline in here. So we're going to go through and tell you everything we know about the particular host, what its IP address is, what its name is, any roles that it may have, connection history over the last 10 days, profiles over the last 10 days. So basically, what are the things that we think that this particular host is doing, as well as today's observations. We can also pivot over into a device report by coming up here and clicking on Device Summary and gain even more information about this particular host. Thank you for watching our demo series. For our existing customers, I'd like to encourage you to upgrade to version 7.4.1 today to take advantage of Converged Analytics. And if you're considering Secure Network Analytics, you can sign up for a free trial at the link provided here. Thank you so much for your time today. Hope you all learned something.